Good morning, algebra students. Hope you guys are doing good today. So you might be noticing my hair is a little bit darker. I did dye that over break. Not sure how I feel about it quite yet, so let's see. All right, so we're moving on to notes for 4-8 today, writing linear equations. And this lesson is super important because a significant portion of things you're asked to do on your test and like on the exam have to do with writing linear equations. So there's a couple different ways you can write linear equations. We're going to focus on writing them in slope-intercept form, which, in case anybody forgot, that slope-intercept form is just that y equals mx plus b equation. And when we're looking at that equation, what two pieces or what two variables need to be filled in to make that an equation? Well, we know that we need to have the m, which is our slope, and keyword, the y-intercept, which is the b value. It's easy to confuse the y-intercept with the y value because technically the y-intercept is a y value, but it has a more specific value here as the y-intercept being b. It's its own specific thing. Okay, so, and that makes sense because when we see examples, we usually see something like y equals, negative 2/3 x plus 7, right? We have the m and the b are the pieces that get filled into that equation. The x and the y stay x and y. Let's just make a note of that here too, right? X and y don't get filled into, I can put that, the final equation. So, there we go. We are going to put things in for x and y throughout the process of writing the equation and finding the pieces we need, finding the m and the b. But in our final answer, the x and y stay as x and y. Okay, let's just come over to the corner here and jot down some steps for those of you that are steps people, because I know some of you really like those. So when you're looking at these kind of problems for writing linear equations, the first thing you're always going to do is start by finding the slope. Find the slope, whatever that is, whether you're, counting rise over run or doing the change in y over the change in x or, any of those things. First, you need to find the slope. Then you're going to need, in most cases, to use a given point. And when I say point, I mean those x comma y's. And plug x, y, and m into the equation. It's a little bit of a lengthy step there. It'll make more sense once you see us do it. And then step 3 is is to solve for b, right? Because that b is that y-intercept piece that we're looking for. And I guess if we were being cray-cray here, a fourth step would be rewrite equation with b and m. Boom. All right, so we'll take a look at that. We'll follow those steps and go through those in our couple examples down below.